On the morning of August 13, 2018, a Colorado mom named Shannan Watts and her two young daughters, Bella and Celeste, disappeared from their family home in Frederick, Colorado. What began as a missing persons case quickly escalated into one of the most chilling and shocking true crime stories of recent years. This is the story of a seemingly perfect family, a terrible betrayal, and a crime that left the world in disbelief. Shannan Watts appeared to have it all: a beautiful home, a loving husband, and two adorable daughters, with a third child on the way. On social media, her life seemed picture perfect. She shared videos of her family, motivational posts, and updates about her work in a health and wellness company. But behind the facade, cracks were forming in her marriage to Chris Watts. Chris Watts, her husband of nearly 8 years, worked as an oil field operator. To their friends and neighbors, Chris was quiet, polite, and seemingly devoted to his family. But in the months leading up to the tragedy, his demeanor began to change. He grew distant, avoided intimacy, and spent more time away from home. Unbeknownst to Shannan, Chris had started an affair with a co-worker named Nicole Kessinger. On August 13, 2018, at 1:48 a.m., Shannan returned home from a work trip. A neighbor's surveillance camera captured her walking into the house. It was the last time she was seen alive. Later that day, Shannan's friend Nicole Atkinson grew concerned when Shannan missed a scheduled doctor's appointment and failed to answer calls and messages. Nicole called Chris, who claimed he didn't know where Shannan was. Nicole then contacted the police, who conducted a welfare check at the Watts home. During the welfare check, police found no signs of forced entry or struggle, but Shannan's phone, keys, and purse were still in the house, along with her daughter's favorite toys. It was as if the family had vanished into thin air. Chris appeared cooperative, but his behavior was odd. He was overly calm and even smiling during interviews with investigators and the media. As the investigation unfolded, Chris's inconsistencies and bizarre behavior drew suspicion. The breakthrough came on August 15th, when Chris failed a polygraph test. Confronted with the evidence, he confessed, but his confession shocked even the seasoned investigators. Chris admitted to killing Shannan during an argument. He claimed that in a fit of rage, he strangled her after she accused him of having an affair and said he wanted to end their marriage. But the horror didn't end there. Chris confessed to smothering his daughters, Bella and Celeste, and disposing of their bodies along with Shannan's at his work site. Shannan was buried in a shallow grave, and the girls were stuffed into oil tanks. It was a crime of unimaginable cruelty. During his trial, Chris Watts pleaded guilty to multiple counts of first-degree murder in exchange for prosecutors not seeking the death penalty. In November 2018, he was sentenced to 5 life terms without the possibility of parole. The case sent shockwaves through the world, not just for the brutal nature of the crime, but for the chilling transformation of a man who seemed to be a loving father into a cold-blooded killer. It also sparked discussions about the pressures of maintaining a perfect life on social media and the hidden struggles that families often face behind closed doors. Today, Chris Watts remains in prison, and the story of Shannan, Bella, and Celeste continues to haunt those who followed the case. Their lives were cut short by someone they trusted most, leaving a legacy of grief and unanswered questions. What drives someone to commit such a heinous act? Was this tragedy preventable? And how do we reconcile the image of a family man with the monster revealed in Chris Watts? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Crimson Confession for more haunting true crime stories.